What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 12 of my tactic tester series. If you're new around here, this is the series where we put creators' tactics to the test using my custom database. What is so custom? What is so special about this database? It is a Super League-esque format database, 20-team league, and they go head-to-head. But the best thing is all the players in the database have the exact same attributes. They are all frozen at 13. There is no difference in any of the individual players. That is why it's all about the tactic. As I said, this is week 12. We've had quite a lot of competitors on the series thus far. Today we have two newbies and our first ever returner. Let's dive in and take a look at our current top 10 leaderboard. So guys, this is how things stand on the current tactic tester leaderboard. Of course, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 is top of the tree with his 4-3-1-2 formation, the incredible Hulk, which scored 103 points in this test with 33 victories, 4 draws, 1 loss, and 132 goals scored, 37 goals conceded, giving him that goal difference of 95. Rounding off the top 3 is 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 with his 4-3-3, the strikerless version, and then 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 with his 4-3-3, which is again doing very, very well. At the bottom end of the top 10, we have 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕, SNG, and Holly Plays, who are the 3 competitors at risk this weekend. But without any further ado, let's dive in and take a look at our tactic tester database. So guys, this is the tactic tester database. As you can see on your screens, it is a 20-team league. There are 18 teams from Europe, 1 team from Brazil, and 1 custom team, which is 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming FC. Now, if we go on to any of these teams, actually, let's go on to Barcelona. As you can see, they have Sergio Busquets as their captain. We click on Sergio Busquets. As you can see, 13 attributes for everything, and this goes for every single player in every single team, not just Barcelona. So what makes things different? If we go on to their manager, which is of course Xavi, he has his own tactical style. He has everything tailored to him to be exactly what Xavi would be as a manager, his different tactical styles, which is what makes it all about the tactic that the creator puts forward for this series. And the main thing is the players in 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming FC. You may be thinking, who are these players? Well, basically these are the players who didn't make it into those other teams. So we have the likes of here, Kasper Schmeichel, obviously representing Leicester City. We've got Jules Koundé, Pau Torres, we've got Nelson Semedo, Declan Rice, Jose Gaya, Thomas Soucek, Wilfred Ndidi, Locatelli, SMS, Tielemans. As you can see, the list goes on and on and on. Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, Ciro Immobile. These are the players that make up this team as well. And if we speak on Maxi Gomez, much the same. All the players in this team have their attributes frozen at 13. They will not improve. They will not get worse throughout the course of this test. So it is all about the tactics that we are testing. And speaking of, let's get into our first competitor today. So then guys, first up we have Dracula, a submission from our Discord channel with his 5-2-1-2 formation. And if you would like to submit a tactic for this tactic tester series yourself, you can do so via my Discord channel. That is the best way to do so. There will be a link at the top of the description. Just come on in, join the Discord community. It's over 2,000 people now, and submit your tactic. Just show me some images of success with the tactic, show me the FMF file, and then we will get you onto this series. But without any further ado, this is a Dracula's Arsenal tactic. Is labeled as Arsenal, so I assume he has been using it in a save with Arsenal. Looks pretty good. He has a sweeper keeper, 2 wide centre backs, a ball playing defender, sorry, as a stopper, 2 wing backs on support function, a box to box midfielder, a deep line playmaker, an advanced playmaker, and then 2 advanced forwards up top with a little quick pick of the best 11. These are the players that are going to sort of occupy these roles, so you can kind of get yourself familiar with it. We've got Dominik Livakovic in goal, Coates, Koundé, Pau Torres as the defensive 3, Castagne and Gaia as those wing backs, Declan Rice alongside Locatelli in the midfield, Luis Alberto, then the strike force, the dynamic duo of Harry Kane and Ciro Immobile. As I said though, guys, this is a you know, Premier League-esque season. There's 20 teams, 38 games. These are all the teams that they have to get and take on. Let's simulate the season and see how this tactic gets on. So it is the end of the season and we have Dracula's result in. He has won the league with 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming FC, which is difficult to do, but in terms of his points return, it hasn't been as strong as some of the other tactics that we have seen. Winning the league itself is a very difficult thing to do, but in terms of the goal output, I think that's where it's really been struggling. Out of the 38 games played, 23 victories, 7 draws, 8 losses, 76 goals scored, 45 goals conceded, giving him that goal difference of a positive 31 and 76 points. He does win the league though, so as I said, there is something there. It is a good tactic, but in terms of that goal output, not really up there with some of the ones we've seen. Some of the elite tier tactics are scoring over 100 goals in this, so maybe some little tweaks that we can do to work on that. In terms of the home screen and some of the other stats that you can see, Harry Kane was the top goal scorer for the club with 19 goals. Sebastian Coates the highest average rating. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 getting the most assists from that left wing back spot. In terms of some of the team stats, it was, as I said, the 3rd best team in terms of goals scored, the 4th best in terms of goals conceded, 3rd best in terms of yellows, and the 2nd best in terms of reds, because it only picked up 1 red card throughout the course of the season. Anyway, let's move on to competitor number 2 and our first ever returnee. So as I said, our first ever returnee is SNG or Snuggy. I'm not really sure which one he prefers to go by, but SNG is back on the tactic tester. He is one of those people in the bottom 3 of our top 10, so he's potentially putting himself at risk and knocking himself off of that top 10 leaderboard. This is his latest creation. He has been on here previously with the Scuff Christmas tree. This is his 4-1-1-4, which looks very interesting. He's got a sweeper keeper on defend, the inverted wing backs. Everybody loves an inverted wing back at the moment, so they will jot in here and kind of sit in and alongside this DM up into this central midfield role. So he's got 2 of those on either side, 2 central defenders on defensive duty, a defensive midfielder on defend, a central midfielder on support function, a winger on the right hand side, an inside forward on the left hand side, then 2 false 9s as the 2 strikers. If we quick pick this one without restriction, we talk about this best 11 again. Dominik Livakovic in goal. Yet again, Castagne, Coates, Torres and 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 make up that back 4. Locatelli is going to be the defensive midfielder in this system with Declan Rice in front of him. Federico Chiesa on the right hand side, Kostic on the left hand side. And as the false 9, it's interesting that it's pulled in Maxi Gomez and Harry Kane as the 2 false 9s. Now, SNG's tactics usually do score a bunch of goals. Let's simulate the season and see how it gets on this time around. So guys, we're back with the results for SNG's tactic, the 4-1-1-4, and it has done really, really well. It has won the division with 90 points, 28 victories, 6 draws, 4 losses, 124 goals scored. So it absolutely has annihilated certain teams here. 41 goals conceded, giving him that goal difference of plus 83, and of course that 90 points return. I think this is better than his last tactic, so maybe he's knocking himself off of the leaderboard. I think that's fine. So 124 goals scored. They've definitely annihilated some teams. If we go and have a look, 11 goals scored against Manchester United and Roma, 10 against Chelsea, and then 9s against Atletico Madrid and Flamengo, 8. It goes on and on and on, but this is a very good goal scoring tactic, so it must have absolutely annihilated some of these teams. A 6-0 against Roma is the first one that stands out, 6-0 against Juve and stuff like that. 5-1 loss against Dortmund. Maybe this is something to be having a look at. SNG Acerbi not playing very well for you. Maybe something we could take a look at, but it's a very good tactic, very high in terms of the goal output. We go onto the home screen. Harry Kane, though, top goal scorer with 19. They definitely shared the goals around. If we go into here, yeah, 19 for Kane, 14 for Rafinha, 12 for Maxi Gomez, 12 for Ciro Immobile, 10 for Heung-min Son. Definitely sharing the goals around the team. But 19 for Harry Kane sees him be the top goal scorer of the team. Nelson Semedo, the highest average rating. 16 assists for Federico Chiesa, which is a very good return. Then in terms of the team stats, no real surprises here. It is the best in terms of goal scoring. It is the best in terms of goals conceded. 7th worst in terms of yellow cards, but yellow cards are part and parcel of the game, aren't they? And it is the best in terms of red cards because they didn't get 1 red card all season, winning the division by 12 points. We've got one more creator. Let's introduce them and take a look at their tactic. Right then guys, the last creator on the series this week, I don't know why it's taken me so long to get him on, is Stinger, the tactical guru that is Stinger. I'm really, really happy to have Stinger on the series, and he has a very, very good tactic to submit. If you've not seen this, he has 2 versions of this tactic, and he did a video where he actually put them head to head against each other over 2 legs to see which one came out on top. That was this one, and it is now on our tactic tester series. And interestingly, it is the exact same shape as the tactic that is top of our leaderboard in GYRFM's 4-3-1-2. Sweeper, keeper, in goal, inverted wingbacks. I said everybody's loving these inverted wingbacks at the moment on attack duty. 2 ball playing defenders, box to box midfielders either side of a ball playing defender, a deep line playmaker, on defensive duty. Then you've got a shadow striker on attack duty, an advanced forward, and a pressing forward. So obviously the inverted wingbacks are going to run in here again, and then these box to box midfielders are going to get up and down the field. If you want to see this tactic or download it yourself, please head over to Stinger's channel. Links will be in the description to all of our creators and stuff like that. If they want their link shared, they will be in the description. Please do go and check them out and drop them a sub as well. Very interesting this from Stinger, and I know it's done very well in a lot of his tests. If we pick without restriction the best 11, these are the players to sit in here. Although interestingly, I've recently watched a video of Stinger, so he's probably not going to want Castagne and Gaia playing here in this particular formation. But I'm sorry, mate, it's up to the delegation of the assistant manager. We've got Schmeichel in goal, Castagne, Torres, Koundé, Gaia, Declan Rice and Souček either side of Locatelli, Luis Alberto in the hole, Ciro Immobile, and then Harry Kane up top. How many goals will this tactic score of Stinger's? Will it win the league? Let's find out now. Win the league it has. Stinger has topped the division and topped the 3 competitors today with 93 points on his return with this tactic. 29 victories, 6 draws, and just the 3 losses. 114 goals scored, 35 goals shipped against, giving him a goal difference there of 79, and obviously that 93 point return. Only lost 3 games throughout the course of the season, and they look like they're relatively tight games as well, losing 3-2 to Liverpool, 2-0 to Dortmund, and 1-0 to Napoli. And obviously Dortmund are the team that are in second. 114 goals scored as well, so some teams were on the wrong end of a hiding there. 10 goals against Bayern, Barca and Flamengo respectively. So a very, very good return for Stinger, which will easily see him jump into our top 10 leaderboard. In terms of some of the other stats, so if we go onto the home screen, Ciro Immobile, top goal scorer for the club with 33 goals scored, also the highest average rating on him as well. Jose Gaia getting 15 assists from that left inverted wingback role, Acerbe, best pass completion, etc, etc. SMS looking like a little bit of a liability for you there, Stinger. 14 yellows and 3 red cards for the Serbian. It's a little bit questionable. In terms of goals scored, it is the best, obviously. 114 goals scored, 35 conceded is again the best as well. Second worst in terms of yellows, picking up over 100 yellows over the course of the season, which is interesting. And 3 red cards as well, all going to SMS. But interesting return nonetheless. And even in some of these games where he has gone down to 10 men, it doesn't look like it's actually mattered. So without any further ado, let's take a look at our top 10 leaderboard. So after 12 weeks of competition, we have 2 entrants onto the leaderboard. 1 new, 1 recurring. So Stinger has jumped in 4th after that very good showing with his 4-3-1-2, chucking him in with 93 points, just 2 points behind Miron, who rounds off our top 3. Very, very nice goal scoring return and a very nice goal difference, matching stick pianos there with that plus 79. SNG also knocks himself off of the leaderboard, but jumps back in just behind FM Trek with his 4-1-1-4 with his 90 points, 28 victories, 6 draws, 4 losses, 124 goals scored, which is the second most we've actually seen on this tactic tester thus far, with just the 41 goals conceded, doing very, very well, giving him that 83 goal difference. Unfortunately, Dracula didn't make the cut despite winning the league. He will feature on our end of games cycle full leaderboard. But that is it for today, guys. If you do want to appear on this series, please do join the Discord via the link at the top of the description. Come on in, submit your tactic, and we can get you onto this tactic tester. If you've got something that is really, really good in your save, please share it with me, and we can have a look and test it and see if you can knock GYRFM off of that top spot. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like on the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.